Ugh, I'm so angry right now. Ugh. Every single time I try to go after that sponge dork and his idiotic friends, but then all of a sudden, nothing. Nothing happens at all. Which I've heard there was chaos going on top of Jared's live stream. And because of the way this guy named the Noid, he turned Sonya, Amy, to call Blaze the Cat, Marge, and Bernadette giants. Giant. And then what? Oh my gosh, now that's funny. She even turned the Simpsons series revival Lisa into giant so she could finally get revenge on that stupid father of the Simpsons family for calling Luigi all the time. Now that is really funny. But what could I do to hopefully finally win? That's it. What if I kidnap that squid dork and then make him not exist anymore? Alright, time for me to take him. Man, I can't believe about what the Noid did to every single girl in Room City in Jared's live stream. I know, right? Where he turned all the women in Room City giant? What the heck is wrong with him? Yeah, what kind of a monster is he to do that? I know. Tell me about it. Like, he even turned the other version of Sandy into a giant as well. Yeah, what kind of a jerk does that? Ugh. Yeah, but then all of a sudden, he also turned Amy, Cream, Sonya, Bernadette, and Peach and Daisy into giants too, alongside Marge. What the heck is wrong with him? I know, right? But hey, at least Leonardo, and Jared the Hedgehog saved the day by turning everyone back to normal, and then took out the Noid, and then that's what matters. Well, that's for sure, Mr. Krabs, because I don't know what we do if all of the women in Room City were giant during a live stream. Oh my gosh. I know, right? Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I know. Oh, and guys, did you hear about what's been going on in Jared's latest live stream earlier at the time? No, what about it, Squidward? Apparently, it says here that Puppy Aqua, our creator, has finally confirmed that the My Cute Little Shooting Stars' version of Sonic is finally gonna have his big sister Sonya come on over to Seaside Ocean City. What? No way, that's awesome. Yeah, that is so awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to see Sonic meet. I can't wait to see Sonic meeting his big sister Sonya for the first time. Well, that's for sure, SpongeBob. Well, I think that having Sonic's big sister arrive to Seaside Ocean City has gotta suck, you sponge dork. Oh my gosh. Why? Every single time with these conversations. Yeah, you hear me. I think I think that having Sonic meeting his own big sister Sonya at Seaside Ocean City has gotta suck, you sponge dork. Professor Gordon, why would you say that? Because it's true. I mean, what kind of a loser is Sonic to meet his own sister, his own big sister at Seaside Ocean City? I mean, he's kind of a loser for that, don't you think? Hi! Don't ever say that about Sonic. It's his big sister Sonya. What? I mean, I think she would have been awesome if she went to Seaside Ocean City. Yeah, Professor Gordon, how dare you say that about Sonya? Well, it's true. I've heard. Well, it's true. She's gonna be so ugly and annoying all the time in Seaside Ocean City. And by the way, I liked it better when Sonya, Marge, Amy, Bernadette, at Peach, Tikal, and Daisy were giant. And then they got too scared about it. How dare you? Ooh, blank, Professor Gordon? Well, it's true. That's what they get for always ruining the villains' plans. And for calling that green fatty Luigi and that three-headed fatty the Wither as well all the time. Well, anyways, I'm here for you, you stupid squid dork. No. What? Why me? So that way I can finally disappear you. So from now on, squid dork, you're coming with me now. You're coming with me. No. No. Oh. No. Not this time, Professor Gordon. I'm not letting you take our friend Squidward. So get out of here. Wait, what? Oh no. Patrick Star Sparkle Kick! Wait, what? Oh no. Of course! Curse you, Sponge Darkened Pigs! I'm getting back for this! Or else it's the last of the day! Ugh. Thank you, Patrick. Hey, it's no problem, Squidward. Oh, man. I can't believe about what Professor Gordon tried to do. I know, right? Where he tried to kidnap Squidward for saying that women being gigantic has got to be a good thing? What is wrong with that guy? Yeah, what kind of a jerk is he to say that? Yeah, I know, right? But hey, at least Patrick saved the day by kicking out Professor Gordon, and that's what matters. Well, that's for sure, Sandy. Well, anyways, it's about time for us to figure out what we're going to do in the meantime, now that I finally kicked out Professor Gordon. All right, Patrick. This is stupid. Stupid! I was so close on this one. Every single time. I try to annoy the living daylights out of that sponge dork and his idiotic friends. It always goes wrong. Well, okay. Dr. Eggman from Sonic Adventures the series, if you're watching this, I can see what you mean about going after the good guys. It's just so hard. It's just that, every single time I try to go after the good guys, that stupid sponge dork and his idiotic friends always go to the rescue and ruin everything. But don't worry, I never give up, and I never ever will. Sponge dork and friends, you may have won for now, but when I'm back, you won't be so lucky next time. In fact, whenever I finally get my hands on you, you'll finally pay for what you did to my son Plankton. And after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series. And then, just then, me and my son Plankton will finally open up our own restaurant after all these years. Or else it's the last thing me and my son do. So just you wait, because I'm coming for you, Sponge dork and friends. Alright then, well, it's about time for me to figure out my next plan in the meantime. Alright guys, well, it's about time for us to figure out what we're going to do in the meantime, now that Patrick has finally kicked out Professor Gordon. Alright, SpongeBob. It looks like SpongeBob and his friends were actually talking about what happened on Jared's live stream. For those who don't know, the Noid actually showed up and ruined everything by turning all of the women in Room City into giants. And it's for trying to ruin Jared's live stream. What the heck is wrong with him? But then, of course, Jared the Hedgehog and Leo did save the live stream by taking down the Noid and turning everyone here in Room City back to normal. But then, of course, SpongeBob and his friends have also found out that in the latest moment in Jared's live stream is that Sonia the Hedgehog from the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series is finally coming on over to Seaside Ocean City for the future episode of the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series, otherwise known as Sonic's big sister Sonia. That's right. But then, of course, Professor Gordon showed up and then ruined everything by saying that every woman of Room City have gotta deserve to be giant, and for always ruining the villains' plans, and for calling Luigi and the Wither all the time. What the heck is wrong with him? But then, of course, Patrick has finally saved the day by kicking out Professor Gordon, and now SpongeBob and his friends are finally safe at home right now. Well, anyways, so will Professor Gordon finally say that? Finally talk bad about all of the women in Room City again? Or will, of course, SpongeBob and his friends will always prevent Professor Gordon from doing that, so that way no villain would have to deal with going after SpongeBob and his friends ever again? Stay tuned for more of the My Little Sponge on the Run series episodes. Sayonara, mina sensei!